Are you about to say yes to that person? Are you ready to go into a marriage? Are you ready to commit yourself? Are you physically, mentally, spiritually fit? Have you prayed? And are you a believer? Because you must be a believer, you must have a personal relationship with God. You need to pray. And is that person also a believer? You need to marry a believer. Someone just like you. Don't go into a marriage because of love, because of feelings. Love is not enough. Feelings and love is not enough. Don't go into a marriage because you have feeling. Oh, I have feeling for him. I have feeling for her. I love her. Love is not enough. It's not an excuse to go into a marriage. You have to search yourself. Are you fit? Are you ready for this? Marriage is not a joke. We don't go by our feelings. We go by the strength. And because God says, that is how we go. We don't do things by our feelings. Going into a marriage because of feelings, because of love, I want to tell you that in a marriage, the feelings fail and the love also fail as well. You can ask some married people. Because the enemy attack marriage. And what the enemy attack in a marriage is love. He knows that once the love is gone, the next thing is divorce. The next thing, because once there is no love, there is no feeling, the marriage is empty. That is why you don't go into a marriage because of love. Love is not enough at all. You need to marry a believer like you. Someone that believes, someone that trusts God, someone that is a son or a daughter of God. Someone that can pray, because marriage is ups and down. It's not rosy. It's up and down. You have to pray. Both of you must come together as one and pray, because one person cannot do it. If you are a believer, you have relationship with God, and you are getting married to unbelief, thinking in your heart that you are going to change him or her in a marriage. You cannot change someone. It's not possible. You cannot change him. And you cannot do it alone. Married someone that like you, a believer, someone that have relationship with God, that can pray, because the enemy attack marriage a lot. If you are watching this video and you are about to go into a marriage and you have not prayed, go back to God. You have to seek the face of God. God has to confirm it for you, that man or that lady is the right one for you. You have to be sure of that. Don't say, I feel that he's the right one for me. I feel. Don't go by feeling. We don't go by feeling. Don't go by your feeling. Or I think in my heart, I hear it in my heart that he's the right one for me. Are you sure that it's God that spoke to your heart? because I want you to know that there is two voices. One, the voice of God and the voice of the enemy. Is it God that is speaking to your heart that go into a marriage with that person? Are you sure it's God? You really need to be sure of the voice you are hearing, if it is from God or if it is from the enemy. If you are watching this video and you are about to go into a marriage, it's not late yet. Pray. You need to pray. You really need to pray. That is why there are a lot of divorce houses out there, because they don't pray before they go into a marriage. To have a strong and healthy marriage, you need to pray to God and know who you are getting married to. And you need to work on yourself as well. If you are someone that don't forgive or let go of something easily, you need to work on yourself, because in a marriage there's a lot to let go. There is a lot to forgive. You have to forgive, you have to let go. Work on yourself before you go into a marriage. If there are something in you that you know that is not right, you need to correct it before you go into a marriage, because you cannot correct it once you are in the marriage, and you cannot correct or change someone in a marriage. You need to open your eyes and know who you are getting married to. Is it someone that can pray? Marriage requires prayers. It's not a rice and beans. It's not food. Love is not enough. Feelings is not enough. Because once the feelings is gone, that is the end of the marriage. You have to be strong. You have to marry someone that can pray, someone that has relationship with God, that you guys can come together and pray, because marriage requires prayer. To have everlasting marriage, you need to have relationship with God. If you are hearing me right now, go back to God. Wherever you are, God needs your heart. Speak to God in your heart. Ask Him, is this the right one for you? Is it the right thing to do? In a right relationship, can you go into a marriage? You have to pray, ask God, hear from God. Don't listen to what people say. Don't go to pastors. Don't go to friends. You have to do it by yourself. You have to learn how to talk to God by yourself. You are the children of God. You are sons and daughters of God. You have access to pray to God. Don't go to God through people, through someone. Pray to God directly. Talk to God directly. He wants you to seek Him and pray. That is why you are watching this video. Pray. Love is not enough. Love is not an excuse to go into a marriage. Seek God. God loves you. He's waiting. He wants you to come. He wants you to speak. Speak up. Speak out. Speak out. God wants to hear you. He wants your voice. He wants to hear you. God bless you guys. And I hope this video helped you. Go back and pray before you marry. Go back and pray. It's better for you to correct it now before you go into a marriage. It's better to work on yourself now before you go into a marriage. It's better for you to know if the man or the woman is for you before you go into a marriage. Because if you go into the marriage, if you get married and you found out that the person is wrong for you, you have to divorce, and that is a sin. It's a sin to God to divorce. So right now, make a correction before you go into marriage. So God bless you guys. like this video, share this video. Maybe there are I know that there are a lot of people that God wants to speak to through this video. God want them to listen to this video. So there are a lot of people that I believe God want them to hear this video because it's going to change their life. So share this video and God bless you. God loves you. Bye.